Hey, God bless you, everybody. Not going to be before you too long. Just want to quickly get on here and tell you what it means if God is showing you the spirit of Amalek. Meaning, if he's showing you in a dream or he's just speaking the word to you. If you hear in your spirit Amalek, what does that mean when God is saying that to you? Now, I want to just quickly say that this has nothing to do with current events. So I'm just going to put that out there. It has nothing to do with current events. So when God speaks to you, Amalek, or shows you symbolically Amalek, it has to do with you going into your promise, whatever God has promised you. But yet, whenever you're really like that close to getting to your promise, the spirit of Amalek most always shows up to try to block you and stop you from crossing over into your promised land. And we see this, there's what they call the law of first mention. And I believe Amalek is first mentioned when the children of Israel had basically crossed over the Red Sea, and these Amalekites come out of nowhere and try to, basically start killing off the weak and the old that were like the last in the line to like travel over. And this is the same thing, without going too far deep into the story, but this is the same thing that happens to us in the spirit and then produces in the natural. So what will happen is you're just about to achieve something. You're just about to cross over. And the spirit of Amalek will seemingly come out of nowhere to stop you and block you. And this can come in the forms of, a battle in your mind. All of a sudden feeling like you just can't make it across that finish line. Or this could come in an attack of your physical health. This could come in an attack from, the enemy will use other people to get at you. And so it just seems like you're just about there, and then all of a sudden, all these things come attacking you. And you know that this happens because you're about to cross over. And all these things start attacking you. And it's like, where does this come from? And you kind of just want to quit and give up and move out of your position or out of your place. But you need to stick with it because you're about to make it there. But again, Amalek did not fight fair. The Amalekites did not fight fair. They went and they attacked the weaklings. And so this is the same thing with you. Is that when you're coming into your promised land, now we all got weak spots. We all got, issues. We all got past traumas. We all have buttons that, once they're pushed, puts us into overdrive. And so that's what the Amalekite spirit likes to do. It likes to use your weaknesses against you. So there might be things, in your past that start to creep up again, or somebody will come out of nowhere and remind you, you used to do this and that, and now you're, trying to open this, business or whatever it is. Or, somebody want to bring up your past, maybe, and maybe you're about to get married or something, and well, you was out there hoeing, you you really gonna marry this good man? I don't even think, anything. I'm just making up stuff, but so, but with all that said, how do you deal with the spirit of Amalek? So if you read in the Bible how Moses dealt with it, he had his staff in his hand, and he had his hands held up. When his hand got tired, he had, I think it was Joshua and them, that's how I talk, they helped him hold his hands up. But as long as that staff was up, they were able to defeat the Amalekites. So how does that translate into today? Today, the staff represents authority
and also power. So we have to use our spiritual keys. We have to fight spiritual things with spiritual, fight spirit with spirit, basically. So we have keys. We have spiritual keys that what I'm finding is that we rarely use, and myself included. And we have to get back into that. We have to use our spiritual keys. And so some of the keys are binding and loosing. So it's just as simple as just saying, I bind you, spirit of Amalek, I bind you in the name of Jesus. You shall cease and desist in all the things that all your operations against me in Jesus' mighty name. So, and any other, because these spirits work in groups. So any other spirit that God brings to your mind, just start binding them in the name of Jesus. And if you can go further than that, start casting them out. I'm not saying, you're possessed, but there's spirits that are just all around working, through people, around people, just, attacking your mind, that type of thing. So if you can move further than that and, just start casting them out, you can start doing that as well. But the most easy thing to do is to bind them. And then when you bind them in the name of Jesus, I do it on a daily basis. Okay, so that's what it means when you see or hear or some type of representation of Amalek that God gives you. That's what it means. All right, God bless you. I love you. Until we meet again. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.